Last night was when the Senate voted to, the House voted and approved the debt ceiling plan to possibly avoid default. But the big show was really what happened during the vote. We had a surprise entrance by Congresswoman. The Congresswoman got a standing ovation when she made her way onto the floor to vote on the debt deal, surprising many colleagues. It was her most public appearance, her first on Capitol Hill since she was shot in the head in January in Tucson. While Congresswoman Giffords was inside the chamber, her husband, astronaut Mark Kelly, looked on from the side entrance. Now, after the vote, they left Capitol Hill together. And she had said in a statement that she had been closely following the debate over the debt ceiling, and she's been very deeply disappointed in the debate and what's been going on in Washington. And she concluded by saying, "I could not take the chance that my absence could crash our economy." She owed that to her constituents. I mean, how devoted can that be?
She is amazing. First of all, she looks amazing.
Yeah, she does.
What a recovery. And I love, too, that she is just ready to get back into work. Like, this, being shot in the head is not going to stop her, which is just amazing.
Everything that has happened to her and her actions since then have been nothing short of remarkable.
Yeah.
And did you hear some of the comments from her colleagues, fellow Congress people? Mm-hmm. There were tears in their eyes, you know, just talking about what an amazing woman she is.
Yeah, she really is.
More to come. All right, do you think sharing your pregnancy on Facebook is a little bit too much? Is it offensive, or do you think it's okay? Moms and dads-to-be can now use a new status option to tell their Facebook friends they are expecting a new baby. Parents can even add the baby's name and anticipated due date if they wish. But some users think the new status takes the excitement out of the announcement and even announcing to your family. What if they get the news, the friends get the first news of your pregnancy on Facebook? Others worry that a newly pregnant woman might click the "I'm expecting" button prematurely before she actually is supposed to tell her boss, or what happens in the event of a miscarriage.
I don't know. That's such a personal thing. I feel like it's odd to share it in an impersonal way on Facebook. You could very easily write a message or a status explaining it. Even then, I don't know. I just find it weird when people share so much about their family life on such a public forum.
We were talking about that. We debated it. And my thought was, you know what? It's an option. If you don't want to read about it, you don't have to. But then our producer pointed out, you know what, it is. It's just kind of a cold click. Mm-hmm. And it's a very impersonal way to kind of share such a happy event.
Yeah, huge news.
So I'm not sure if I would do it. I think I would actually just maybe write something personal to all of my friends first.
Plus, they do mention, like, if you have to unclick it, if something goes wrong with your pregnancy, that's awful. What a terrible way to have to deal with that, even. Just unchecking that box.
Or what if you're a close friend? I mean, maybe not, you know, more than an acquaintance, and then you find out that way. Would you be offended?
I think I might.
A little bit hurt.
I would want to hear it from the person and not from a check mark on a website.
It's a great event, right? You should share it in a personal way. Okay, you've probably seen this video of this 5-foot giant snake that crawls on top of a car while the family is speeding down the highway. There it is, in case you didn't. The Fisher family from Tennessee was cruising along the highway when the snake slithered from under the hood. And look at that, climbed right onto the top of their car. Wife Rachel, she kept driving while husband Tony videoed as the water snake traveled back and forth, even to the driver's side rearview mirror. Their son, he's actually, you know, kind of enjoying the show from in the back seat. The snake eventually fell off, and they later posted this video of its wild ride on YouTube. It was getting a lot of hits, but then you know what? Soon after, animal advocates, rights advocates, began criticizing the Fishers for not pulling over and letting the snake off on the side of the highway. I personally find nothing wrong with what they did. I wouldn't stop. I'd be too afraid. I had my child in the back seat.
Well, if I had someone else in the passenger seat, it would be like, get out and get the snake off.
Well, her husband even said, keep driving. You know?
Oh my God, watching that thing flop around was just awful. I can't, I mean, I don't know what to do in that situation, because I'd be terrified that the snake was going to bite me, but then at the same time, like, I want it off my car.
What if, I mean, isn't there a way from the hood underneath into the car? The snake could have actually, if it was smart enough, to find its way and wheedle its way into the car?
Oh my God, the second I saw its head go anywhere, I hate snakes. I hate them. They're terrible.
Snakes in a car.
Yeah.
And we have to preface this. They were in the woods. They were, hiking around, and the snake just inadvertently crawled into the car.
Snakes, stay away from cars and people.
Exactly.
We don't want you.
All right, now it's time for